Hello and welcome to the Carrion Crown from D6 Damage. Today, I'd like to, before we actually get into the game proper, I would like to have a special announcement. We have a brand new contest in the D6 Damage Discord involving building a summoner and with the goal of doing as much damage as possible in 10 rounds. The winner of this contest gets a premium subscription to Spell Tracker. This is an app on your phone that allows you to track spells and special abilities for your characters in Pathfinder. So if you're interested in participating and you're not a member of the Discord, go ahead and join that. You can find the link in the description of a lot of the videos that have been posted on the D6 Damage YouTube channel. Now, without further ado, let's get into the recap, which I guess I'll give because I've been talking so much already. In our previous episode, the Dice Bag crew has made their hopefully triumphant return to Harrowstone, and we have descended into the depths of the prison via a rope contraption that worked absolutely fantastically. Nobody fell, especially not me. Nothing like that happened.
It's a recap.
So that all went well, and well in the depths of the lower levels of Harrowstone, we encountered some ghoulies, some ghosties, and our irrepressible D Hundo totally wrecked an entire troop of skeletons, and it was awesome. With the recap out of the way, I will turn it over to our Master of Ceremonies, Doomboy.
If that recap wasn't enough for you, I suggest looking at the previous episode. And while you're doing that, maybe check out the Spell Tracker app, which is the prize for the contest that D6 is hosting. It also has a special point to it. You're not allowed to make a summoner for the summoning challenge, to put a bit of a twist on it. I'd enter, but it feels like not good form. I don't know the word. I put all my words into running D&D for you guys. So,
most people use the word bad.
Yeah. It's like, I'm just trying to say, like, you don't let the boss enter into the raffle for the car. Conflict of interest, kind of like that.
Yeah, something like that.
It's called bad form.
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. Linguistics, it's a thing I do. I'm a communications major. So, where we last left off, our party made their way deep into the bottom floor of Harrowstone in search of the Splatter Man so that they could sever that which bound Jack's dreams to it. You make your way down into the section titled the Oubliette. As you're making your way down, Jack, you see a door to the left of you and a door ahead of you, both hanging slightly ajar. By the way, who has the Detect Undead spell?
That would be Cyphus. He has the scroll.
Okay. Then.
Yes, I have it. I have not activated yet, I don't believe, because I keep asking and nobody tells me to.
Well, this wouldn't be a bad time to use it. So
I thought you did before because you know that all this
detect magic.
No, I have, the spell I cast was Hide from Undead on Jack.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm still hidden from undead, and
I never made it into a room until it was all finished anyway, so...
Alright. Yeah.
Alright, so we've encountered what are probably the doors to this Oubliette. Yeah, why don't you bust out that Detect Undead, and we'll see if there's anything worth finding.
I will happily cast it from a scroll. And then I'll kind of do a 360.
Also, where's everyone positioned? That's where you are.
If I'm casting it, I'm going to go forward towards where we're going. What was the ability to make me free move?
Alt.
Alt? Is that what it was?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So you're making your way into the room on the left?
Yes.
All right.
I'm using
The
detect
door-
magic when I open the door.
Mm-hmm. There doesn't appear to be any magic on the door, but the door hangs slightly ajar. Within stands a table surrounded by a few rickety chairs, along with a pair of moldy but serviceable cots. Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Bust out the old character sheet. Unless, is it just Jack or is it anyone in the room?
Anyone in the room? That Jackson.
Yeah, well, Deacon sees it. I don't.
You see Jack seeing, unless you're going to step into that room.
No, he was. His attempt was to follow me in when I went in.
All right then, Jack. You're looking around, your eyes staking, darting left and right. It's difficult without Sika by your side. She was your eyes and ears in these difficult areas. She'd see the things that you'd fail to see. She's not here for you. So you're struggling to find anything as everything seems to catch your attention, a worry filling your heart. But Deacon, you're a bit calm, more accustomed to traveling alone. You note beneath the old table there is a skeleton.
Alright.
It has no head to it, and there's an axe in its hand.
Well, that seems to fit someone's MO. I will call Rigel over.
Alright.
Jack goes, "Room's empty," and goes to the next one.
But hold on for 1 second, Jack.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Oh, excuse me, Cyphus. As I walk by Cyphus, I go into the room, looking around, and I see Deacon. Yes, Deacon, what is? And then I. Oh yeah. Yes, Deacon, what is it?
I will point to the headless skeleton with the axe.
At the moment, I just stare at it a little bit, and I'm fully aware what Deacon's trying to say, but I guess a lack of a better word I can best describe as a form of shock. Like, I can't believe what I'm seeing, even though I can actually do believe it, but my senses haven't caught up to me, so it's like... So, am I correct in assuming this is what remains of, the Lopper, I guess?
Not necessarily. I'm just wondering if you had any particular sense of it, also.
Alright, did he cut out for anyone else, or is it just me?
He went
Cut
full
out for
robot voice
everybody.
for me.
Oh, sorry, do I need to talk again?
Check your flux capacitor.
Alright, can everyone hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Good. I say to Rigel...
Oh, good, went away.
Got it reversed.
So it's Deacon's connection that's bad, not D6.
I think the Lopper's trying to stop him from saying something. And...
No, everybody's connection is kind of flaky.
So it's the ghost of Harrowstone then. Makes sense. To help out the
Can anyone
situation,
hear me
Mimic...
now?
Yes.
Yep.
We can hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
I will say to Rigel, I'm wondering if he gets any particular sense from this scene. I don't know if it's actually the remains of the Lopper or one of his victims.
May I make a detect magic to see?
By all means.
Alright.
This does have... It's less that this has magical aura to it, and more that you're sensing negative energy. That there's no spell that has been cast, and that this is more of a naturally occurring result of negative energy.
I nod to Deacon and go, well, I thought for a minute there might be some spell cast on him. I don't know. The Splatterman cursed him into being paralyzed. The Lopper finished him off, but I don't think that's the case. I think all I'm getting is just a bit of negative energy from this thing. I say as I unconsciously start rubbing the part of my neck that has the point around it, and maybe freaking myself out just a tiny bit.
All right, then let's move on.
As you see him rubbing his neck, you note that his other hand has unconsciously gone to the Lopper's axe, holding it without even realizing he's doing it.
So I will say, then let's move on. Keep a tight hold of that axe. You might need it.
Huh? What? What am I? Sorry. Yeah. I'm a little taken aback of my own unconscious action, and I try to put my hands in my pocket. It's as best I can.
I will also ask if Cyphus has that Detect Undead spell ready.
I thought he had already cast it.
So he didn't get any results?
There is a lot of energy, but with walls going up, it's hard to see anything specific. It doesn't exactly let you see through walls. At least not to my understanding.
So how it works is it has a duration of concentration, 1 minute per level, and it's how long you concentrate. You can detect the aura surrounding undead creatures. The amount of information is depending on how long you study a particular area. So first round, presence or absence of undead.
There is most assuredly a good deal of undead here. It is the issue that the spell can penetrate barriers, but a foot of stone, an inch of common metal, those block it. And dirt, especially considering that you're underground.
Okay, so in the room we're in now, which is...
yeah, that body is reeking with undead energy. Another perception check, those in the room.
Alright.
Alright. Yeah, I'm on full alert.
So Cyphus and Deacon, you miss it, but Rigel, your eyes never leave that body as the others make their way out. You see its hand slowly curling around the axe, the other hand turning just to begin to lift itself up. And you note the hint of brimstone and sulfur fill the air as you see the corpse begin to catch alight.
At that moment, without realizing, I look around and see Deacon, Jack, and Cyphus around and go, "Get your weapons ready. We might be investigating this place, so we're not alone." I draw my sword and aim and point the sword right at the body, right at the desiccated body. The edge of it as I...
Alright, so does he get an attack of opportunity for that?
He'd get a surprise round. Allow me just a moment.
Which way does the door open? The other door?
All the doors open out to make it the more difficult for the prisoners to push against.
So they would open towards the hallway?
Sorry,
In, alright?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna close the door I'm standing near as my act. I hear him talking and I just close the door. Not the one that they're in, but the other one.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, let's make this a one-flank fight, shall we? At least for a turn.
Give me just a moment to get the initiative up, boys.
Alright.
There you go. Show me them rolls. Also, for those wondering, Raphael isn't here at the moment. He's learning the way of Kung Fu.
I got a 10, the averagest of all rolls. Jack is on point, though.
Is it Shift or Alt? There we go.
Alt. Shift.
Yeah, that's about right for me.
At least you've got a standard you keep to.
Yep.
Consistency.
Okay, what's your dexterity modifier, Jack?
Dex on Jack
Yes.
is 2.
Okay, at the moment.
Dex modifier of 2. He's strong. And kinda limber. But really tough.
And his
Okay,
hands are very...
this guy has you beat. So he's gonna go first over you. But Rigel gets to go first.
Alright. Particularly,
That
I've
is
been,
your surprise round.
yeah. Particularly, I've been watching this thing for the whole time, and it wasn't exactly subtle in what it was trying to do. Okay, so... Yeah. I think I'm going to fit in one really movement, so here we go. Not bad.
Okay, that does hit.
So the very minute this dead body starts going up, not without it's like, sorry, without missing a beat, I raise my sword and almost in a one dramatic sweep, I strike it. And I strike it almost vertically, close the distance with it almost being within its range, and I with it. No, I'm sorry. Body's in my range, and I'm in its range.
Your blade slices clean through the old table, coming down hard on the rising form. For a moment you think, as the dust is clearing, that you've cut it in twain, before the fire and heat consume this body and knock your sword off as it begins to rise up. Deacon and Rigel, you get an attack of opportunity, and then it's
Alright.
I decided to be artsy and have it be lying on the ground.
I assume an 18
Oh,
hits.
Yes, you would be correct. Rigel, your roll.
Okay. Oh, I thought I already had that roll because
You have an attack of
given the
opportunity.
first. All right. 1 minute. Let's see. No, I'll go with my sword again. Not
Okay.
bad. Although I
So-
was rebuffed. Oh, go ahead.
It snaps, throwing your weapons off of it. It seems, even without its head, this rage filling it as the flames consume it. The axe glowing with the heat coming off the body. It raises its hand up, turning to you, Cyphus. And as you hold that hand axe, again unconsciously, it seems to
Okay.
turn it.
One more time. Not Cyphus.
My
Right.
apologies. As it turns to you, Rigel, it seems to almost quiver with fear, the flames flickering. And then it turns its attention to Deacon. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 will hit.
I figured it might. So that's 9 points of damage.
Ouch.
Oh, wait. Plus an additional 5.
Double ouch.
Yes.
Guessing that additional 5 is fire.
Yep. As it brings the axe down into your shoulder, and with it, an explosion of heat comes off, as though it's unleashing all of its rage through flame, through this axe, and through you. Jack, you're up.
Yeah. I don't really have any opportunity to do anything.
Gentlemen,
I'm gonna close the door.
Huzzah!
how are you, good
Like I said, I
gentlemen?
was going to.
Bleeding out. Deacon just took 14 points of damage.
He's fine.
Yeah, I got 5 whole hit points left.
Oh, this is not good. What has happened since I have been gone? I apologize for my absence.
You have been guarding the door, making sure nothing comes up, and then something came out the other way.
Ah, I love being useful.
Yeah, so we have a flaming headless skeleton. So far, we have sunk about 20 points of damage into it, and he's still up and kicking.
Okay.
It's Jack's turn now. What you might want to do is move kind of down here, which might let you get a swing on it because you can move past. But that might provoke attacks of opportunity. DM, is this?
I can't.
Go ahead.
I can't move through a square that's already occupied with a creature who's threatened, so I can't get into the room.
With a creature.
Because he's here and he's here, I can't get into the room.
Well, I was going to ask the DM. So, are these 10-foot spaces? Does Jack have enough room to get into the room?
Yes.
What? Okay, I won't.
You to get. Sorry, I forgot that since he's blind, I need to roll a percent die to see if he hits, and he did.
Okay. Yeah, he's blind. This is weird. Alright, I'll just hit him with my hammer. Well, that's pretty good for an average.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And I'll just have Sal spit at him. Give him a nice big loogie. Apparently me and Sal are on point today.
Nice.
Not bad.
You go, Sal Coco.
Okay, your hammer does seem to actually hit it quite harder, pushing it back a little bit, as you see a few of its ribs snap and break.
Nice.
Rigel, you're up yet again.
I'm gonna yell at Rigel to use the bloody axe.
Right. Well, actually, I actually do get that sense too. The minute it's the minute the body looks quote unquote my direction, it quivers. I notice the I can only assume it's if it had a head, would normally its line of vision would be to the axe. So that's what I'm going with. Another strike. I'm going for that with the axe.
Your hand tightens. Though this is just kill. You bring the axe, swinging, aiming for the neck, its head off. Find yourself closer in the moment. Not realize you've gotten there. As you tried to behead its enemy.
So, yeah, pretty much. I'm in the zone. It's almost like a natural part of myself. I swing and just like, up again. Oh. I can only imagine this.
Continue. Go ahead.
I was gonna say.
Amanda did.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was a moment of being dumbfounded. Not so much the fact that the head had come with no head, but the fact that for some reason in the moment I thought that'd work.
So, you're up.
Sorry, you cut out.
You are up.
Got it. So, first off, I'd like to do a perception to see if our slashing weapons are doing anything at all to this creature.
By all means. Yeah. Looks like it's doing a great job.
Cool. That's what I thought.
You're knocking it out of the park.
Yep. It's a good day. I'm just looking up one thing to see if I can do something.
Whoa!
Whoa, what was that?
Sorry, I bumped my mic.
Ow! My ears!
Yeah,
I need those.
I think you scared the rats of Harrowstone.
I am. That would be that bad. I guess we'll name today's episode "The Blind and the Deaf."
I sure had audio problems. All right. What are you gonna do?
Oh, we have it.
I think my only real choice is to just try and attack it again.
Okay, by all means.
Can't you magic up your weapon?
I could, but I've got a limited number of times that I can do that, and that's a full round not a full round action, but that's a standard action.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if it's something I can afford to waste a point on right now. How much room can I step out of its threatened square?
Yes, you can. You can take a 5-foot step.
All right, I'm going to take a 5-foot step back away from it and cure wounds myself.
All right then.
All right. So we'll pull up the dice roller and see how much I heal. I get 9 hit points back. That puts me in a much better spot. All right,
then.
it's my turn.
Cyphus, you're up.
I think I'm gonna lean in.
Raphael, Gregory, if you want to make rules for your characters to do stuff as well, by all means.
Oh, I already have.
It did not add it.
Yeah, it did. You just did it recently.
I did
Okay.
it just a moment ago because I completely forgot. I mean, I totally remembered to roll initiative.
Alright, Gregory spent his turn cleaning and prepping his guns. Say that they're completely ready to...
I was prepping the holy bullets.
Yep.
I'm gonna lean in, and I'm just gonna send a positive burst over there. Which means I need that undead to make a will save.
Cyphus sends good vibes.
It's a green burst of light fills the room.
What's the DC?
The DC is 15.
Okay, well, it rolled a 16.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, okay, well, everybody else gets a +2 on saving throws against death effects, energy drain, negative energy, and effects caused by haunts for 1 round.
Not bad. Thanks.
Ah,
That's it.
alright. Raphael, it is your turn. Just playing at the bottom of the initiative. And it's typical for clerics to always go last.
not wrong.
So, Raphael, what are you going to do? Oh no, he died. Hundo, you there, buddy?
Nope, he's not.
Nope.
Okay, he's back.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes. Good.
Jesus. I was having some technical difficulties with the headphones, it seems.
Like I said, it's the ghost of Harrowstone. Now I think it's the ghost of Harrowstone and the Whispering Way. They're trying to impede us.
My headcanon is that my headcanon is that Raphael, when he went rushing to the aid, they came to after you. No, I insist after you. No, first. Just got stuck in a polite off.
Pretty much. Please, age before beauty.
No. You is before everything else. Wait a minute. Who's the older of the two characters?
Neither of you know.
What? You're obvious, dude. You're the one that's salt and pepper.
He's only 35.
That's a mileage issue.
Raphael is basically a child. He's very young. Why do you think he is so happy and upbeat? It's because he has not had enough time on the planet for the planet to really, shit on him enough.
No one's taught Raphael anything about taxes yet.
I'm a Bedouin. We don't know what taxes are.
No, you know what taxes are when you tax someone else.
Well,
that's called a customer service fee.
Exactly. That is called making sure that you don't die in the desert fee.
Always worth paying that fee. Dying in the desert is such a pain.
Right. Burying's nice though. You just have to do nothing.
I mean, make sure they don't have their shoes. It's bad. It's a bad omen for someone to go to the afterlife with their shoes on. This is why we take the shoes.
Yeah, sure.
Speaking of, is the guy we're fighting wearing his shoes?
If he used to have no shoes, they may have burnt off. But what are you doing on your turn, Raphael?
It looks like okay. Yes, this was the question that I was asking when you guys were like, "Are you alive?" Who is hurting the most for health?
Deacon physically, Cyphus emotionally.
Ouch!
I actually cannot see Deacon on the map.
I am over here in this corner.
I see you now. Your character has very good camouflage. This is very good.
Very sneak.
Very sneak. Do I have...
I'm actually at
how many?
13, so I'm only down by 5. I should.
Oh, you're only down by 5. Oh, I heard you only had 5.
I did only have like 5, and then I pumped 9 into myself. So now I'm only down by 5.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Can I create water above the flaming skeleton?
You can't see it at this point.
I cannot see it.
You'd have to push past a conga line to get to see it.
Yeah.
And the rhythm is not with you at this moment.
I'm not gonna worry about it. You know what? I'm gonna take some cups. I'm gonna create water in the cups, and I'm gonna make sure that everybody is gonna stay hydrated after this fight, because it's super important that people stay hydrated after fights. So that's what I'm doing. So,
Cyphus, you look back and you see just Grigori and Raphael stretching before the fight, making sure they're nice and limp. You think, if their gods aren't dead, you'll kill them.
No, it's fine. I'm really not bothered by it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like, how are we even going to get in there to, like, do anything? Like, have you ever heard of the term too many chefs in the kitchen?
You are also the largest of the party members, so...
Really? Raphael?
Yeah.
I believe so.
But was Raphael and Grigori not the tallest?
Grigori is the tallest. I don't know about Raphael.
Raphael is only like 5'10", 185. He's a
What about
middle.
everyone else?
Deacon is taller than Raphael. He's like 6 foot.
Everybody else was like 6 feet.
Oh no, not Cyphus. He's shorter than you. He's 5'8".
Cool.
And only 130.
Soaking wet, maybe.
Yeah.
I'll create water. I'll create water over Cyphus so he can have some.
So what I'm hearing is everyone was reasonably sized except Raphael and Cyphus.
Cyphus
weighs a lot more, whatever you consider the.
He's malnourished.
What do you mean reasonably sized?
I mean, I only come up to most people's thigh.
God, Varric, like, with you, man, like, people don't realize that whoever's at home, he's 6'6", and it bugs the hell out of all of it. Shut the fuck up.
Listen, as a guy that is 5'11", but his license plate or his driver's license says 5'8", I'm 6 foot.
Oh, buddy.
6 foot, darn it! I'll wear heels if I have to.
I'll wear heels. I'm like 5'5" on a good day.
Yay, not short. You.
I'm kidding. I'm like 5'9", I think.
I will file you down. So, Gertis is going to, this guy's going to let out all my aggression on Jack. Natural 20.
Oh, shit.
What's your AC, Jack?
Below natural 20?
Well, yeah, it's to confirm. We're confirming natural 20s, just to make life nice.
Why?
Because I want to get past book 1 with all of the people, but I'm willing to spare a few.
19.
19. Jesus.
Yeah, I know. I'm a beast. Like I said, below, not natural 20.
Because I'm a beast. Speaking of
I'm
beasts,
designed
where does
to
my
tank.
kitty go?
I'm designed to tank. I'm just a small one.
Okay. He actually manages to hit by 1. He lumbers forward, bringing his axe on high. And he swings it down, not aiming for your neck, but your belly. I'm just going to double the damage, not double the dice, because that's my preference.
That's how you do it in Pathfinder.
I know, but some folks are like, no, double the dice. Like, that sounds worse.
Well, that's 5e.
Ooh.
Okay, so I'm at 0 or -1. What am I at?
One moment. How much health do you have?
Yeah, it's 22.
You are unconscious.
So I'm at 0. AKA, I insta-died from that.
Again, we are not doing the rules where if you knock all the health out, because that's supposed to kick in at much later levels. Otherwise, no one would escape.
Yeah, it doesn't happen until you have 50 health.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jack
this
out.
is a hard swing into your gut, digging deep into you and sending you back into the wall.
I go, don't worry, I got him! Intestines are kind of like tentacles. Should be fine.
How many attacks did this guy get?
Attack. But he critted. So, there goes Jack's turn. Jack, can you roll me a fortitude save?
No.
I still need to do
it. Oh.
Okay. Not bleeding out. Not in very good condition either. Rigel, you just saw Jack get creamed.
Yeah, 100 to 0.
Yeah, use the freaking axe!
Yeah, I was just seeing this. I'm on full attack. No, seeing this, I go, Jack! And then I turn to the skeleton. But actually, no, before I do that, let's see, Yeah, it's kind of crowded in here, so I'm gonna move myself a bit. So Cyphus is with Jack right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will
All
be
right.
eventually.
Right. Oh. Before then, I sort of get between the two of them, and let me see. Maybe I'm allowed to do this. What I plan to do then is using one of my spells. Maybe a little foolhardy, but at this point, I think they need it. I sort of step where Jack and Cyphus is. I raise my hand. And I guess I can best say a stance where I'm sort of between both of them and this creature. I draw my sword directly, aiming right at the creature, creating a sort of buffer between us. My other hand, my magic hand, which is my right hand, I put it behind them, and I cast shield.
Okay, then. You step forward, and with a flick of your wrist, you produce a ethereal shield guarding over Jack.
Yeah. I tell Cyphus goes heal them, and then under my breath I go, Pasame, Almes, Sanctum. That's, I guess, actually two of my turns, considering I just used a shield spell. And then with my last turn, yeah, I'm going in again with the axe. Considering that we've all ripped into this creature, it's not going down. Well, not a person thinking he's indomitable. Rigel is, I'm rather pissed at this thing, so yeah, I'm jumping in, going for the kill.
Okay, then. You feel this frenzy, this rage, this sick joy as you swing forward, bringing your axe to it, trying to cut and break into it, just nicking at its ribs as the creature is falling back, terrified of you. Unable to compose itself to defend, as you're not dealing damage so much as toying with it, knocking it down, laughing as you do.
I said use it, not tickle it.
Oh, don't worry. I'm gonna do much more than that. Come here, you little... And then before I can finish my sentence, I'm going in for the attack. Thematically, rather. I
Yes.
my turns.
You raise your axe, ready to come down. Time. Grigori, your turn.
I am going to move. Let me just get my character sheet out of the way. I'm going to position myself. Let's see. I think from here. No, I can't. I have to move like shit.
Hold Alt, and then you have free move.
There we go. Thank you. I'm going to move into the doorway and pop off a shot really quick on the creature.
Well, you've entered the hallway. There's a wall in between you and it.
Oh.
Yeah, this is not really built for all of us to engage this thing, which is why I'm standing out in the hallway.
Shit.
As Grigori realizes he might have to take a number.
Crap.
You could step in between me and Sal.
I'm gonna do that. I'm going to step between you two, and I'm going to be clear, making hand gestures like, make way, make way, make me!
Let me shoot.
Out of my way! I need to shoot this thing!
Alright then, Deacon, you're up. You just saw that creature hit hard and just tear into Jack.
Alright, so, how much, just wondering about positioning. I'll just ask. If I summon something in about this location, would I be able to give Rigel flanking on?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out. Go to touch
Keep in mind, by summoning a creature in, it takes a full round and won't appear until your next turn.
I thought it appeared on my turn.
Yeah, but it's next turn, your turn.
I don't think it's a full round.
So it does take a full round, but it doesn't appear until your next turn. I've heard that, but my understanding was it appears on the turn that you summon it, and then it acts.
Alright.
So when exactly? So then we would have to determine when does the countdown for it to no longer be there. When does that begin?
It appears where you designate and attacks immediately on your turn.
All right, I'll say this because I like allow it.
Well, hang on. That's nice and everything, but I need a real answer.
I would say that it's essentially in a position of threatening by coming in at your turn. It just wouldn't be able to get an attack of opportunity or whatnot until your turn rolls around.
My counter to that is that it acts immediately on your turn.
Yeah, the spell as written basically is saying that it comes into existence and
And it
attacks.
immediately acts.
All right then.
All right, well, let's. So it's Alt to move.
Yes, it's you hold Alt when you drag your dude.
Okay, so I.
Guys,
What a
guys,
horrible
Sir
thing to use
Ian
someone-
Holm died.
Yeah, I heard.
Oh, I just saw that. Oh no.
Help me out, I'm bad with names.
Bilbo.
He was Bilbo,
Ah!
Lord of the Rings.
Ah!
Bilbo Baggins. Oh,
It hurts.
guys. Oh, he's ready for his next adventure. I'm sorry, I just saw that and I figured we needed to say something about it because it was Bilbo.
That's true, we do.
Yeah.
He has passed over the seas into the Undying Land.
Hmm.
The greatest adventure is what lies ahead. All right,
To all of us, he was precious.
All right, so I will lay my hand on the holy symbol of Caden Kalen, which is this disc depicting a cup, and it's sort of broken. And I will summon forth one of the dwellers in the psychic ocean, and it's one of the positively aligned ones. And I will, with my will, shape it into a bird, and I will have it smite.
All right then.
So it will smite, and then it'll get to make its claw attacks. So 2 talons at +3, dealing a d4 damage. First attack doesn't hit.
No, it does not. Bit of a summoning sickness on its part.
Second attack doesn't hit. Oh well, at least it's making a pest of itself.
That it does. Roll me another d20 real quick.
Sure.
It uses natural attacks, it can't hurt itself.
You'd be surprised. I punched myself. Just where was someone in was having just a bit of fluttering about trying to bearing, but it managed to calm itself and lock in on the threat. The difficulty of being yanked out of your psychic sea to go fight something and you don't even know where you are. Cyphus, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and lean in and get in there and lay my hands on Jack's belly and just keep muttering, it's just like tentacles. They're just like tentacles. And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds,
Okay.
which will be a D8 plus 1. Giving him 5 hit points back.
Arcane or Divine?
This is an arcane spell.
Okay, roll me a will save.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Can I ask for any other save?
Nope.
Okay, well,
Rules is rules.
oh well. How about a 23 with a natural 20?
So you feel for a moment. No, these spells are precious, important. You can't be wasting them. But then you think back to the jail cell, to how despite some difficulties, Jack seemed to really like you, and there was nothing you did for him to get him to like you. He just liked you, and a deep desire to protect that as you unleash the healing magic into him, his belly closing up, and you see breath return to him.
Stay with me, little buddy. Stay with me.
Jack, as you make your way towards a warm, inviting light, a smell of brimstone and fire on the other end, inviting you, calling you forward, you hear a voice telling you to stay.
Jack looks at the tunnel with the brimstone and the inviting light and goes, that's not what Mom said to go towards, and sits down and waits.
God damn it.
You more spirits just pass by, just sidestepping around you. Excuse me, pardon me. What up? Phrasma's a crossing guard in my...
Yeah, she's looking at Jack wondering, why are you just sitting down, not going to or fro?
Impatiently waiting.
Sorry about that. What does Raphael do?
Yes, what's the ever-delightful Raphael doing?
Hello, I'm Rafa. There is not really a whole lot I can do. Jack's all taken care of now, yes, because Cyphers.
He's only got like 5 hit points. You should probably heal him.
Yes, but I can't get to him. That's the problem. So I guess I will take a 5-foot step over to here. Aywa, la, Habib.
Alt.
As everyone learns new curse words.
Okay.
There you go, buddy.
Aywa.
It's your friend.
So. Okay, so I will stand at the entrance to the tunnel, to the corridor, and I will yell, "Throw the little one to me!"
What?
And I guess that is what I can do. And I will hold the rest of my action. Okay, calm down. I will hold the rest of my action to heal him once they throw him to me.
Just his belly open, organs spilling out. Grandma.
They're not spilling out no more.
wasn't
They're like
that
tentacles.
bad.
I put them
He
all
just-
back in.
Yeah, dude.
Rated, guys. I went from 22 to negative something.
And now
Yeah.
you're at 5. It doesn't matter.
I'll tell you right now, Jackie boy, it was 35 damage.
Right. I went
Holy
from 22 to
shit,
negative
my
It
50.
was
goodness.
really bad until
How
the
are you
tentacle
even
killed you.
alive?
Because, fortunately, I have the rules right that it's his constitution score, not his constitution modifier.
Modifier. Yes, okay.
And
Fine.
this little tardigrade has an
I won.
18 for a constitution.
Jesus
I'm a tank!
Criminy. He is the tiniest tank that could.
I know I can.
We're gonna be sitting there like they throw him to me, and I heal him up, and he gets up and he's like, I don't feel right. And then we look over and like I forgot the pancreas or something.
Did I need that?
It is a silly organ.
well, yes, but actually no. But
You just hand it to him. He's like, whatever, and eats it.
oh jeez,
It'll get there.
it's all going to the same place. It's inside of me.
So, this creature, terrified, pushing away from you, Rigel, it turns and tries to strike out at Deacon, too afraid to attack at you. Okay, that's a 19.
That hits. Roll damage.
That's 15 points of damage.
Jesus
That puts
fuck.
him down with me.
So you feel this rage and flame billow out as it strikes out at your other shoulder and brings you down.
Not
Hey,
cool.
look
I
at-
didn't need any of my spells.
You blink for a moment, look around, and you see Jack.
Well, unlike him, I'm just unconscious. So,
Well, I'm no longer
unfortunately,
unconscious.
the summon is now gone. So is Rigel's advantage.
A cough of feathers.
Yep. How do I delete?
All right, hold on. Are we at the end of a?
You
Have
press
we made it to
delete
the end
after
of the
selecting it.
Have we hit the end of the round yet?
Yeah.
Okay, then I get up and charge into the thing.
Someone threw you to him?
No,
No,
I
you
get
go
up and
up.
charge into the skeleton. No one threw me anywhere. Everyone's been too busy.
Were you
And I
healed
have to
that
go at
much?
the end of the round.
I
because
healed you 5! It starts from 0!
Exactly.
Oh, right. Sorry, I'm used to negative health.
Right. No negatives.
I was like, why is
Now,
so
we'll get plenty
weird?
negative. Don't you worry, sweetie.
No negatives. Only positives.
Alrighty then. It is your turn.
No, he just runs straight at him and just tries to tackle him hammer first.
Okay. Tackling with a hammer. A new first. That hits
Damn.
and that hurts.
He went for the legs, obviously, because that's his height.
Yeah, no, those knees aren't going to bend it as you basically reduce them to powder. This creature's looking very beat up.
Back to the floor with you! Sal! Dissolve that arm! And I'll have Sal try to melt the arm. See how lucky Sal can get. Not very lucky.
Sal fires right at where the chest should be, but you've knocked him low, so his aim's a little off.
Now there's a hole in the wall. Sal, you're supposed to aim where he's going, not where he's at.
Hey! Alright, Jack, high or low?
Low. Of course.
You go low.
Okay, so, Raphael, you see a hole now.
I see a what?
You see a hole as Sal accidentally there's a hole.
Alright, hold on.
I didn't hear you're cutting out really bad. I'm sorry.
Dissolved a hole in the wall.
Sal dissolved a hole in the wall, and you have line of...
I have line of sight now.
Yes.
Yes, that green space.
Woo. Hey, a wand of cure light, is that touch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is touch. Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have
Wand
to
of
probably
wand
move
of
him.
magic missile cure light is what I have.
See, I'm picturing it hurting before it helps.
All right, so you know what? You guys are not good. Dappity-bappo. I could channel again, or I could do what I wanted to do before and create water above the flaming skeleton to
I
put
think
him
you should
out.
create water. I think it's.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna create the water now that I have line of sight. I'm doing that, creating water above the skeleton so that it goes sploosh. And he goes, "Oh
Unfortunately,
no!"
it's actually Rigel's turn.
Ah,
Yeah.
you're
Well-
such a tease.
Well, you can technically do that because at this point,
I was
Constantine
holding
did-
my action. Can I change?
Alright
that?
then, yeah, sure, I'll allow it.
Yeah, because I was holding my action until they threw the little one, but then the little one is not wanting to be thrown.
You were waiting for something to act upon, and... Oh,
Something happened that let you
Sweet.
act. Just not what you were expecting.
Schwiggity, schwiggity, sweet. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be like, ah, cool, making it rain.
some are a lot, like, harsher on this thing. No, it has to be the one singular action. It's like, yeah, how'd you turn?
Cool, appreciate it.
And if
So,
anyone's
yes,
listening and don't like it, suck it.
For all two of you listening.
I stopped listening.
I'm listening to myself.
We're actually not doing bad on viewers, just. As long as
Well, yeah, our viewers are lovely people that love listening to us for some reason.
For some
you
weird
guys were
reason.
awesome.
They
Also-
like listening to us getting really exacerbated over Jack.
Also, D6's delightful voice. We'll get him to do radio ads one day, folks.
He does have the face for it.
Oh,
Can we hear you say riboflavin?
Sniggity snap.
damn. Could
So,
you
right,
create
you gonna
water? Could you
kill
create
this
some water
thing?
for that burn?
Here.
I'll use my other cantrip, create aloe vera.
I was gonna roll reflex, but screw it. It has no way of knowing you. The water does come down on it. You see the fires begin to smolder, but it is starting to kick on. But for the moment, its fires out.
And the
rain
came down.
Stop! I can only rewatch so many Disney movies during this quarantine.
Well, it's okay that Raphael made his turn, because at this point, after seeing Deacon go down the same way Jack did, and thinking about what's going on, well, let me ask you this beforehand. May I make a will save? Because at this point, in my mindset's either go into a frenzy, or try to reassert control of myself to use spell and sword to take this thing down, or...
I'm gonna say that you're not like in a rage. You're more just enjoying yourself. You could just drop your other weapon and cast with this.
Oh, I guess it was much more than some part of me trying to fight this influence. Like,
By all means, then, if it's an influence you wish to fight.
And on the bright side, if you want to take a level in Barbarian later, you totally have thematic precedence.
Mm-hmm.
well, given how everything's going down, I'm not going to argue that.
I have a personal love for any player that tries to come up with a reason they pursue stuff, especially the assassin class, which requires you to kill someone only to get into the assassin class, which is meta and silly to think of. Why'd you murder the governor to qualify for a class?
I had a guy do that one time, and it was pretty brutal, like the way he did it too. But it was against druggies. It was against druggos. So no one cares.
Raj, you feel the influence reaching, giving you strength, giving you power. And you think back to that man picked over you, and how, whether she chose you or not, you are still a worshiper of death, and you are a good man. And you drop the axe.
I go, no!
Don't worry, Surface.
Rafa's going to clap. Well done.
I know what I'm doing. And then with that, in that moment, fully realizing that, yeah, I'm enjoying myself too, but no one would enjoy this, but someone else that I know for a fact and I slightly resent, and no, it's not the guy from my past. And so going for another sort of pass trying to get into my head. So like you said, I drop the axe, and then I charge in. I charge in this, trying to essentially put myself between this monster and Deacon at this point. I'm rushing to go to Raphael. I call Raphael, going, Raphael, get in here. Deacon needs help. So
Raphael, you watch as Rigel steps between Deacon and this headless monster. The flames coming off of this skeleton, glowing with his ethereal shield, shine like the summer desert sun.
Ooh, thematic.
Alright. So, turn-wise... Yeah. Again, now
You're defending him?
Yep.
Are
Drop
you
the axe.
to attack?
Yep. Drop the axe, defending Deacon. And I'm coming in with my sword.
So, you take your sword, you bring it down, and you somehow hit off your own shield.
What the...
Huh?
Inches from hitting its body as it kind of sends your arm back. And then you just hold that shield back up, looking as tough as you can.
Given the circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to turn to Gregory and just ask, would you mind killing that?
I love like this. The whole fight is just you telling people to kill it.
Well, yeah, because no one's fucking doing it.
Great work
We're
from
all
the
trying our
pacifist,
best
really.
to fight it. You're just sitting there talking
There's
shit.
a lot of missing going on, and
Look, Cyphus is kind of my reaction Someone else get it!
Wait, fine, you're not going to
Exactly.
use the weapon we found that's good against this. Just shoot the damn thing.
It's not someone do something, it's someone else do something.
This actually reminds me of a time when Cyphus and I were traveling in the desert, and there was a camel spider.
Oh god,
And
no,
I've
don't tell
never-
the camel spider story. This is
I
not
have
the
never
time.
seen, I have never seen anyone move up a coconut tree.
It's too
faster
many
in my life.
legs!
Dr. Gory, it's your turn as you're being told this delightful story.
In Cyphus's defense, I had the same thing with a rather aggressive riverfish back when I was a child. So
Just to confirm, the thing is dead, right?
No,
It's
it's
undead.
undead.
It's dead, plus Ultra.
Please kill
Oh,
it.
hi.
Still moving?
It's still moving? I'm going to shoot it.
Thank you.
Loaded a ghost shell. Wait, no.
This is a
Ghost
skeleton.
shells won't work against this, right?
Well, they would, but they don't give you any bonuses.
Oh. So I cannot say ghost shell. I'll just fire a regular shot.
Alright, regular shot. Okay, you fire and it doesn't seem to really harm it that much.
It's bludgeoning though.
Oh! Yeah, alright then.
He also is the
Oh,
plus
yeah.
one from his range already factored in.
Yeah.
Yes, it should be.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
He definitely hit. So, that's going to be the finishing blow. So, how do you want to finish him?
I will simply just round the corner, shoot it in the head.
Doesn't
As
have
I-
a head.
Oh, it doesn't have a head?
Shoot it in the chest.
I'll shoot it in the chest and just watch the ribcage explode.
Okay, then. You round the corner. Calm, cool, collected. For others, this is a nightmare. For you, it is simply Wednesday. You take your,
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
Hey, I have a calendar set up. It's Wednesday in game.
Are we sure it's not Tuesday?
You fire a shot up. It goes flying right at the very bottom of the rib cage where the two sides connect. You see the rib cage bend in on itself as though it's trying to stop this blow, and a shower of rib cage comes flying out. A little bit of it getting stuck in your hair, but you brush it off out as a second thought as this creature's fire dies out and it falls down dead.
I'm going to turn to Dracori, and I'm going to say, thank you. Finally someone I can rely upon.
All you guys would hear is the crack.
You've always relied on me.
I know, and it's kind of sad that with 5 other people here, we still can't figure it out.
As Jack's jumping around on the bones and smashing them with his hammer and boots.
Good job, Jack.
Like a child in fall with crunchy leaves, or a me in fall with crunchy leaves.
Or me. I will go and attend to Deacon. Out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I'm pushing people.
sorry. I'm getting out
Yeah,
of his
you
way.
have the wand, so you might as well do it.
Well, he is below 0 HP, yes?
-1.
Technically, he's
You are at -1. So, to save a spell slot, I am going to use my power, which is...
I would like to make a planes check to identify some of the outsiders that are no doubt trying to pull out my organs.
Sure. Give me a roll.
22.
A couple psychopomps here, as you're able to pick. There is a rather festive-looking skeleton that seems to be making a flower to the specifications of your head. You see a nozoid standing on your collarbone that's just kind of watching as the others are cleaning your organs, as they seem to be saying to themselves. Nozoid? No, I don't know how to pronounce it. That's how it looks like.
Masked bird guys. Yeah,
Yes, the
pretty cool.
cutest things in all the multiverse. They've got little masks.
They're even mentioned in the Pathfinder Mask Guide.
Anyway, do you want to just use that wand to heal him?
No. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted. No, I have Rebuke Death, which right now is just 1d4 plus 1, but it gets him out of negative.
Why not just
By
use
the way,
wand?
can everyone in that area in Cyphus roll me a save? You're a bit exempt.
Cutting out. You're cutting out. I didn't hear you.
Roll me a reflex save. Everyone that is in the
wonderful.
room. Grigori and Cyphus should be.
Okay, cool.
Oh, we're good?
Yeah, we're in the hallway like smart people.
Okay.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm too busy.
Oh, is this thing gonna explode?
We'll see.
Jack, you're outside of it too.
No, I'm still.
Oh no, I guess at this point you're probably still stomping on it.
I was still over here. I just haven't. I moved myself over here to make it easier to see in there.
Makes sense.
Raphael, you need to roll as well.
Reflex?
Yes.
I have such god-awful reflex. Oh, nice! Not this
I was
time.
about to say that's usually what call us. Suddenly you see that fire return to the skeleton for just a moment as it explodes again into a shower of flaming skeleton fragments, dealing 5 damage to Jack and Rigel and Deacon, and about 2 damage to you, Raphael.
I'm leaning over Deacon, right? Can I kind of position myself to? Okay, yeah, hi.
And Jack is back into dead.
5. So 5 damage to you, Deacon.
I'm gonna
In for penny, in for pound, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn to Grigori and I'm gonna ask, is this what it's like to take care of me?
Yes.
Somewhat? Yes.
Gory
They just throw
calm
themselves into danger.
See, it's things like this, which is why I don't waste spell slots.
Well, you have a wand.
I know I have a wand. I was using something else, and it's good that I did that instead of using the wand, because then I'd be down to charge for the wand. Blah, 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 blah.
So at this moment, Deacon, you think to yourself, wow, lungs are a lot bigger than you thought they would be.
As Jack's guts are back spilled on the ground.
Oh, look, Jack's there as well. He's just watching.
No, he's not. There's nothing in his eyes. Just
I
a blank
forgot
stare.
to write down the charges for the one.
13.
13 charges for the one.
Yeah. And I'll say it dealt the damage before you were able to fire off the healing. That's what heroes do.
Well, I thought I was able to use Rebuke Death
Oh, my bad.
before that went off. That's what that little roll, that 4 points was. So
Yeah.
I got him to positive, and now he's back to -1 again. Hooray! Yep. I love feeling useful.
Look, if you weren't here, lots.
Wait, no. So Jack runs over to Deacon now that he's here and goes, "Finally, someone I know."
So I will look over at Jack and say, "Oh, hello, Jack. I'm currently composing a missive on the behavior of psychopomps. I rarely get to observe them in their native environment."
Oh, don't worry about that now. We killed the thing, but then it blew up and killed me again.
Oh. Well, it's good you're here. I could use a new research assistant.
Right. Don't go that way. They lie. And he points towards the gateway to hell.
I've met a lot of them from Chiliacs. I'm familiar with them.
Alright.
Hello,
They told me a
Mike.
lot
Good
of
to see
things.
you. Yes. How's Cheryl? I'm sorry to hear that. Don't worry. Just show up with flowers and wine. I'm sure it'll work.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm gonna take the scroll of cure moderate wounds.
Hold on. I'm using the wand. That's 7 points for Deacon.
As air returns to
Jack
your
standing there
lungs,
talking
your
to
body.
Deacon as he's having that conversation, looks over, Deacon disappears, he's like,
And
oh!
and 10 points for Jack.
So you see this little mask, a plague doctor mask, just hop onto your head, just starts tapping at your nose as just you disappear. Back to breathing.
Back to breathing.
Jack, he like, it's like he gets up and he grabs over his stomach again, and then his head, and then he's looking around, and he goes, Deacon! Deacon! Then rolls
I'll
over.
cough a little bit. I will look over. So Jack's here, but so's Raphael. So this can't be hell. It can't be heaven. Earth then.
Earth then.
Galarian.
I'm gonna go pick up the axe,
Alright then.
and I want to cast Detect Magic, just to see if it's still magic now that the lobber is destroyed.
It seems to, in fact, still possess some magic.
Alright, do I get any urges to suddenly chop people's heads off by holding it?
You are quite familiar with the sensation it gives you. Kind of dread and pain in your neck as you wield it. That it's less you want to chop and more you fear someone's going to take yours off.
Huh.
Can I make an appraise check on the axe?
By all means.
Today's not my day, guys. I don't know.
That's
what
a
to say.
pickaxe.
No, I have not spent enough time studying axes of this variety. Couldn't tell you. It's probably worth like 2 copper.
Well, I don't see how fearing for my life is any different than normal, so I'm just gonna hold on to it.
Taking in deep breaths on my end. I guess my posture right now is I'm putting both my hands on my. I'm slightly bent over, putting my hands on my knees, just like I'm winded, like I ran a marathon. And then, well, that's one hand. Then suddenly, you see me sort of put my palm on my face and going, I'm sorry, Cyphus. Something
You should be.
Jeez, bro.
Something about this.
Go ahead and fire salt rounds.
Cyphus is pissed.
Cyphus. I'll put a hand on his shoulder. Breathe. Wusa.
Like I said, I'm sorry about that. It's just something about this invaded my head for a minute. It's like I wasn't really in control of myself. It's an urge in the night. I'm sorry. I feel like I have to regain control. It won't happen again.
No,
And-
I don't think it will.
Regardless, one of the fiends has been destroyed, so...
Hopefully. I'm gonna pour a thing of holy water on the corpse.
What's left of it?
Well, you know,
It's
anything to try to...
scooping the pile together.
Yeah, I
Just
kind of want to... no, what I want to do is I want to put the axe in the center of the pile, so the axe gets holy water on it too, and I just want to empty one of our flasks of it all over it.
You pour one out for the lopper.
Nice.
Yeah, I hold F to pay
Well,
respects.
I've already made it a point that I'm going to be coming back and like burying all of the bodies and like giving everyone their last rites.
Mm-hmm.
Jack attempts to tackle Rigel.
No, you
falls
succeed.
Terribly short.
No, given your height and the
He's
fact I'm...
quite harassed.
Right?
Well, let's see,
So-
what's Rigel's combat maneuver defense?
Hang on.
I think it's just
regardless.
high enough to deflect
17.
Jack's measly attempt. Yeah.
So he's harassing Amy.
Yes. But not the back of the knees, so you still have balance.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fight back against that, considering I'm, again, doubled over. One of my hands on my knees looking like I just ran a marathon in half a minute, so whatever Jack's going to do, I can't fight back.
No, he's beating on you like you would expect a small child to beat on someone who's disappointed in their actions.
Yeah, I'm feeling bad too, so...
So just kind of the run up and the pounding with both fists?
Yep. Exactly. Why did you hit it with the axe? Why were you just standing there? Why'd you let me get hit with the dang axe? That really, really hurt. I went into a place where there were a lot of dead things, and I spent a lot of time contemplating what life really means. And then I met Deacon again after doing it again, and it was annoying. And he lets out all this frustration. Then he stops and he goes, "But it's not all your fault." So he grabs you by the nose and drags you over to the pile of dirt.
What do you...
That was once the Splatterman, and goes, "It's his fault." Globber, it's his fault. You are not at fault. You tell it it's his fault. Tell it. And he tries to push you down, but he's...
So yeah, it's like a heavy hat's on your head.
Wait, what do you want me to say to it again?
It's his fault. It's not your fault.
Yeah, it's your fault. I say, slightly dumbfounded by Jack's sudden request, but...
No, you don't mean it! And he kicks you in the shin.
Okay,
it's your fault. Like you mean it.
It's your fault, you bastard! You and your psychotic need to just cut everything up and almost as if I'm reacting to this because I give the what remains a sharp kick it.
It's around this time, Cyphus, that you see the detect undead spell start to flicker and go away.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I would like to do a knowledge religion check to make sure that the spirit has actually been exorcised.
Can I assist?
And that I would love it if you did. And there's not anything else we need to do. That's a 26 plus 2, so 28.
Yes, the spirit seems to have been quelled with the holy water poured upon it.
Alright. Jack.
Now that he's done reprimanding Rigel, he looks over at you and goes, "Yes, Cyphus?
Do you like really big axes?
What?
Do you like really big axes?
Well, of course, Cyphus.
Do you want to take this out? It's magical, but it also makes you feel like you're going to get your head chopped off occasionally.
Jack looks at Rigel, looks back at him, thinks back to himself and goes, not too much different than when I won through town.
Exactly! That's what I said. So do you want to use it?
Sure!
Alright, then I'm going to toss you what would be a battle axe, I'm guessing, but for you is like a great axe.
Nice.
I put no resistance up, considering what happened there and feeling I royally dropped the ball. I make no opposition instead. Jack.
Well, I'm gonna turn to Rigel, seeing that you're dejected. I'm saying, look, I'm not giving it to Jack instead of you because you did something wrong. I'm doing it because it clearly has affected your judgment when you have this axe on you.
Well,
I think it's better to try it with someone else, especially someone who utilizes such weapons.
This is a hand axe.
Yeah, so what would it be for a small creature?
A large hand axe.
Which would be...
You're very helpful.
What's the die category?
It's a hand axe, so...
It's a D6?
Yeah, that's what a hand axe is. I gotta check now.
I'm checking right now.
So it would be 1d6 for a medium creature, which it was, so...
Okay, so it's a... Alright, so it becomes basically my battle axe.
Yeah, so it has a 3 times crit, slashing damage.
Yep. Yes, so a battle axe for small is also 1d6. So yes, this is a battle axe. It was great, it's one-handed for you.
Nice.
So now you just got a +1 battle axe.
So Jack, as you hold this axe, You don't exactly feel the sensation of something about to cut your head off. It makes you think back to darker times in your life where your choices in your life was not your own. Before you had found your own freedom. That fear of someone looming over you that at a whim could end your life.
There's a small nervous twitch to Jack for half a second as he's getting used to the axe, and he gets this look in his eyes like you would expect a goblin in a surrounded by a horde of orcs. He's just looking at each of you in turn, one by one, eyeing you each with suspicion and menace, and then eventually, as he goes through each of your eyes and doesn't see the return sensation, he slowly starts to back down and kind of goes, "All right."
And then he looks
Take a
at
little
Sal.
getting used to. Right? And the oddballness that a Sal would be like, "Oh, that's awesome."
Sal's busy staring at something on the ceiling.
Looks
You look,
around
it
for
appears to be
half a
some mold he
second. Actually quite entertaining.
Sal's a good boy.
He knows how to take pleasure in the simple things.
So now, with that, Jack puts his shield on his back, he sets it up nice, grabs his other axe, and now he's wielding an axe in each hand, and he just kind of slams them together and goes, "Alright, let's do this!" Ah! And runs out into the hall.
Right into Grigori.
I will also walk out into the hall. I will nod respectfully to Grigori, knowing that he's the one who saved the day.
Grigori will nod back.
Roll me give me a quick roll for engineering, Cyphus.
Oh, I love engineering.
Yes, Cyphus.
That's one of my hobbies. How about a 19?
You know that there is a old coat hanging on one of the... But the coat rack for it seems to be much too large. That appears to be a winch.
That's very strange. Can I take off the old coat?
You can. You do note, though, that this appears to require a key to activate. That it can't be used unless the key's been inserted in turn.
Alright, I'm going to turn to the group and I'm going to say, looks like this is the winch to open the other pathway, but we need to find a key further in.
Nice.
Is it a nice coat?
A bit mothy and
Okay.
a bit fire damaged.
Is it magic in any way?
No.
No.
Does it got any pockets?
Not anymore.
Oh, it's not a very nice coat.
Eh.
I'm going to toss it on the bed.
I'm gonna check the
just out
lock.
of curiosity, I'm at 7 HP, right?
Yeah, you're
Yes.
at 7, I'm at 10.
Battered, bruised, with more threats to deal with. That's
Yeah.
where we're going to go on break.
Alright.
But yeah, you're at 7 HP. Damn it. I was gonna fix that for you and I forgot to.
How much is your max health?
Alright, since we're on break, I will be back.
Yeah, same.
D6?
He may be AF.
I'll just open up his character sheet.
Well, he's at a 7 out of 18 currently.
Nine.
Or is it 19?
There.
Oh,
Fixed it.
I was off by 1. I
I'm
knew we
gonna
were
send
all
the year
within
up
1. Everybody was within 1 of each other except for me, because I was above the highest person by 2. BRB.
Raphael will be using this time to utilize his healing kit to treat deadly wound. It's not going to do a whole lot, but it will be something. At these levels, all you need is a couple of points.
Now that makes a lot more sense. Alright. Mute.
Your face makes a lot more sense. Oh ho ho. kind of have.
All right. Well, does anybody in chat have any questions? Can I guide our break discussion? If not, we'll just go back to talking about stupid shit like beer or Power Rangers.
Well, on various break discussions, we've sort of talked about the classes that we really like or the classes that we gravitated to, but I'm curious, D8, and I feel like I know the answer to this. What classes do you avoid like the plague?
Supports, I normally avoid. Cleric, I very dislike playing, which is funny because I'm playing a cleric. But, I don't like Wizard as much as I like Sorcerer or Arcanist. What else don't I like? I think Magus is just a bad class. And I know a lot of people disagree with me, and I completely understand because you can make the class work really well. I just think it's kind of stupid how much work you have to put into making the class work. For me, it's all about action economy, and the Magus, in my opinion, just has a terrible action economy.
Those were the problems that we really ran into when I saw a Magus be played at higher levels, especially because you have so many moving parts and so many different options, which can be good. But on the other hand, yeah, it really bogs down your action economy, which I agree with.
So I play the Magus, and we made it work by breaking it a little bit. And any class that I feel like I have to break in order to make work properly is, in my opinion, a badly designed class. But, of course, once again, you can make it work even without breaking it, and it's really just me.
Well, and there's also...
Sorry, Doctor, that was me. I took a level in Bard because I hate Cleric. I wanted to do that because Cyphus as a character is not a combatant, and I wanted something that I can do during combat. And for most of these combats, like, my spells are so situational that I can't even really participate in combat. So one of the great ideas with Bard was that I can use Bardic Performance and, still contribute without actually having to do anything. And on top of that, the character was already built to be a skill monkey with all of the knowledges and maxed out. I'm level 2 and I have a 14 in Arcana, or something insane like that. Like, it's really ridiculous the amount of points I've managed to stick into my knowledges. So it felt like, well, if I'm not going to be a combat character, why don't I go all in on making this a knowledge character? And so that's why I took a level in Bard.
So how about you, D. Hundo? If you got into a group and they said, hey man, we need you to play X, you would just look at them and say, nah, I'm gonna head out.
Honestly, I don't really have a particular class that I dislike to such a degree. Maybe Witch. I got together with some friends. Actually, a fun story. I was able to meet up with a group of friends that I had been gaming with online for many years, and we finally met up face to face, and we decided to do a just like a one-shot utilizing the classic characters. Not classic characters. What are they called?
Iconic characters.
The iconic characters. So we decided to use the iconic characters. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll use the witch. I think her name is Freya. and it felt really flat to me. I had a good time role playing it because it was just a fun thing for me to role play a female, especially with my big beard. It's funnier in person. Especially when you get like your friend's wife to bust out blush. I thought that was fun.
Oh yes.
So I mean, in and of itself, like it was a fun experience playing it. But the class felt very just not optimal. It's just trying to figure out what it is, and it's flavorful. Like the hexes and things, they're flavorful, but they don't have that mechanical oomph behind it to really make it a viable class. I think my experience playing it once,
That's kind of been our assessment of it as well. We've said, the witch is a great RP class. It's got such great potential for RP, but mechanically, it kind of just falls apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the witch. I, of course, haven't gotten a chance to properly
Well,
play it,
thanks,
so
Mr. Contrarian.
there's probably something that I'm missing.
Well, so one of the problems with the witch is you get a lot of neat abilities, but they have a lot of restrictions that feel kind of unreasonable.
They're very situational.
Yeah, they're very situational. Your spell list isn't as robust as it really could be. You don't have an amount of ammo to really be kind of a hard-hitting wizard, or definitely not a sorcerer. Also, I would say that a lot of the hexes just aren't worth taking. Like, there's a very small number. Sleep is really good. Fly, I think, is a hex that's worth taking. But things like Blight is pretty useless, where you could just do one con damage to one thing. And
yeah.
I appreciate that they tried to make a good debuffing class, or a good control class, but the end result is you just don't have anything that's really worth doing.
I think they had this trepidation with that class because it's so easy to make it overpowered, and I think they kind of overdid it in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
So I feel as if the witch is super easy to fix. Just expand the spell list and make the hexes just a little, give them a little more oomph.
Yeah.
And that's all you really need to do. But as it is on paper,
One of the things I really didn't like about the hexes is that they're limited to one use on a creature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that was the only real thing that was really wrong with the hexes, in my opinion, because they were really strong.
I just wonder there was a feat that allowed you to...
I mean, there might be, but
yeah, I think there's
if you look at
you use it twice a day on the same.
But look at this. Look at it. The occultist with the conjuration ability to heal, as opposed to the witch with the heal hex. The conjuration ability can be used multiple times, can be used on the same creature multiple times, and it heals a decent amount.
Yeah.
The hex for the witch I have not looked at in a long time.
It's
so
one
don't
creature.
bite my head off if I'm wrong. But it's one creature once a day. And it heals not really... I think it heals basically the same amount.
And if you're gonna do something like that, one creature once a day, give them
big.
It heals like 3d6 plus you get temporary HP.
Yeah.
It needed more. Considering it was your hex slot, it really did need more.
Yeah.
There were certain hexes that really did need it, but overall, the hex ability in a nutshell it felt like it was all right, this is supposed to be this merger, but really all it is it's a limiter.
Well, also
it's
compared to the Oracle, which I think the Life one, you could get this feature which lets you bypass the normal restriction on the amount of additional healing. So you could get Cure Light that heals 1d8 plus 10 if you were level 10. That's
yeah, I agree.
If I ever finally get somebody to play Wrath of the Righteous with me, I'm definitely making that Origin that you posted, D6.
Oh yeah.
That was a fun class to play.
Oh man, that looks like so much fun.
Just on witches, I want to say that I introduced a witch NPC named Lady Tyrius, who is part of a criminal syndicate of ladies that are basically just doing crime for fun. It's something to liven up their humdrum lives. But for those that are a fan of Star vs. the Force of Evil, I had Lady Tyrius look like Eclipsa, which I think is a fantastic design for a witch. As she would fly around on her broom, which in this case was an umbrella, as she'd basically sit on a side saddle rather than, Mary Poppins style.
Mm-hmm.
And she made a big point of always trying to be polite and hold her manners, and anybody that didn't got the evil eye, literally. The one player was terrified to learn that Feeble Mind, she could make the DC a 28. Because it was +4 against spellcasters, and then Evil Eye to increase the DC higher. And she had that stat filled out, so the DC was at a 20. Also, yeah, I like witches. I make them work. I'm not saying you guys are bad or less or anything.
Oh no, they're great NPCs.
Yeah.
It's like the whole class was built for NPCs.
Really well.
Also, one of our lovely fans had a single question for you, Cyphus, as to why you took a bard.
I already answered it.
Okay. Just want to make sure that the lovely people know that we can.
Alright, so I think most of us are back. D3, are you back?
I'll take that as a no.
Well, he's on mute, so.
I also wanted to be known that I ran to the store and I got these beef melts. I was like, this beef tastes really, really good. It's weird. Turns out I actually grabbed chicken melt. Yeah, so I'm an idiot.
No, what makes that better is that you're like, it was supposed to taste like beef, and yet I didn't realize it.
It's really good though, so no complaints.
Alright, so we have our Magus back. I think that's everybody. Now, if we're gonna continue, because I think we should continue, at least through the Oubliette, I would like another heal, considering that I'm going to be in front of the party. If someone wouldn't mind obliging me, and if not,
how many channel energies do you have, Raphael?
Alright, Grigori is back.
Good.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, who has healing of what kind available?
Well, Raphael has the only healing that can hit multiple parties.
Yeah.
So I was wondering how many he had left.
Yeah. Alright then. Raphael, how much AoE heal do you have?
My channel, I have 5 channels.
You used 1 or 2?
I used one channel. I used one channel against the skeletons
earlier.
Okay, so why don't we use another one to try to heal both Jack and...
I was gonna, yeah.
Cool, let's do it.
Are we back? Are we back from break?
I think so.
Well,
I believe so.
Cool. I was just talking to my uncle. He just showed up.
D3 looks like he's there. D4 is there. D6 is here. 8 is just talking. Hundo is talking in the background, and our
I'm not talking.
And our adjective DM
went deadly silent for some reason. There he is. I was about to say, great, we're ready to go, and then DM goes missing.
Oh no, I'm here.
Alright, then let's do this thing.
So, slowly...
Jack. Go ahead.
Slowly licking your wounds, you get ready to continue on.
Yes. Give me 1 second.
should be like 1d6 plus 2.
Yeah, no, I was getting back to the computer. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I was indisposed. I am back. I am here. 1d6. Plus, dose. And everybody gets healed plus 5. Woo!
That's not much.
I know.
Well,
Use-
push me back to max.
So now I have 4 channel energies.
Alrighty then.
Schmokely dokely. How's everybody doing HP wise?
I'm at 19, so a little over half.
A little over
We
half.
could use-
Okay.
I think both of the characters have 7 down. So I think we could use one more to be safe.
Yeah. Let me see if what would be the DC for treating deadly wounds? Like if I were to use my heal check.
Oh, we won't have deadly wounds anymore. Thanks to the magic already going off.
Yeah,
Oh, fair enough. That'd be, I guess, provide first aid.
yeah. To treat deadly wounds, it
That's it. There negative.
Take an hour.
Jack is just repositioning the ribs that were definitely misaligned due to an axe blow through most of his body.
Fair enough. I'll hit you guys with that wand of cure light again. I've got, let's see how many more.
You've used 1 charge so far, so that means
I
that's
used
12.
2 charges.
Okay, so then you have 11.
I have 11 charges, so I can hit both of you another 2 times. That's not too bad.
You don't just want to use one channel energy?
No, you might need the channel energy more than we need the wand charges right
Yeah,
now.
because the channel energy I've geared more towards like room clearing with all those with the undead. Because I can re-roll damage and I can do the stuff with
Okay.
dealing damage. So
Good to me.
yeah.
I think I should only need 1 wand hit.
I'll probably only
As
need
long
one
as
too
medium.
once I get scoped.
Cool. So 1 wand for Deacon. And that's
Nice.
9.
Good.
9
That's more
Deacon.
than enough for him.
And then
Yes!
nice. Alright. Bitchin'.
Perfect, I'm back to full now too, thanks to that.
Woot. Woot.
All right, DM, tell me about this hallway.
One moment. Several iron doors line the walls of this large, empty room. In the middle of the room, a hinged 10-foot square metal grating lies over a dark pit in the floor. A thick rope has been tied to the grating and dangles into the pit below. You remember this spot, Jack and Deacon. You remember following the lopper in here, climbing down into this rope into the depths below. And you remember Cyphus looking down upon you all as he slowly drowned you all.
I would like to do a religion check to try and figure out if there are any haunts likely in this room.
By all means.
13.
Oh good, I only turn and glare at Cyphus instead of kicking him.
I didn't do anything.
There is a good deal of dark energy here, but no haunts. You do note a faint smell of seawater.
Troubling. So, this must be the Oubliette. And these are all cells here?
Yes,
Are the doors shut or are they open?
they're open.
Is there anything of interest in any of them?
No, it appears this place has been cleared out.
Alright, then we gotta check the
It
pit.
kind of looks like from here that this might be a gap in the wall or something past there, or is that just the way the drawing looks?
That's just the way the drawing looks.
Okay.
I see it too.
I will cast resistance on myself and be the first to enter the room.
Alright then. You begin to slowly make your way in. You can
Is my
still-
detectability by the undead still on?
It lasts for 10 minutes.
Has it been 10 minutes?
No, there's hide from undead, and then
Yeah, hide from undead is what he meant, and it lasts for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
so
you're
it's
good.
still active.
Yeah,
All
it's
right,
only
well-
been like 3 or 4.
I will follow him in then.
All right then. There is still flickers of memory. You blink for a moment, you see the flames engulfing Harrow. You remember those screams that pierced your soul. It's unnerving returning to this place that you have never been to as you make your way deeper and deeper in. There doesn't appear to be much of anything here.
Well then, I guess the pit is the thing to investigate.
Doesn't appear to be, or there isn't, with a perception of 25 and a stealth of 19 to make sure I'm not seen looking for things.
It doesn't appear to be anything.
I will remind everyone that we're looking for a key. We can't proceed without it.
Yeah.
All right. So
Alright,
I'm guessing,
so-
how much of the room can I cover with that 25? Is that just one cell's worth or what?
I'm going to say everywhere but down the pit.
Alright, so
Okay.
Alright, look at the pit!
I'm going to look in the pit, and I will ask the question, what's in the pit?
So,
What's in the pit?
do you have a torch out or any kind?
I have my crystal. It raises the light level.
Okay then. You look down below. A terrible smell seems to come from below. As you look down into the darkness and you see a body laying there. Broken and battered, its legs bent in a very unpleasant looking way.
Ugh.
Its skin pale, but you note in its hands a ring of keys.
Oh, jeez.
What just happened?
Jack is presently
Jack, you monster!
running around. So, while I'm
Jesus.
looking during
Jack!
the scene, Jack is running
What
back.
the
Waving ass over his head.
Parkour!
Is there flesh on that body?
What?
Is there flesh on that body?
Yes there is. But you're not there.
Well, I'm yelling. He said he saw a body. I'm yelling, does it have flesh?
Yes.
I'm here to say it.
Most unnatural.
Do you want me to vaporize it?
Question, how deep is the pit?
About 30, 40 feet.
30, 40 feet. How wide is the pit? Like 5 feet?
It's about 20 feet wide.
20 feet wide. Wow, it's a wide pit.
Jeez.
No, 20 feet wide.
Lower me down about 10 feet and then get out of the room. I can vaporize it.
It's probably not a bad idea. Is there any water in the pit?
There's liquid in the pit.
There's Oh, he didn't say water, did he?
No, he
No, I
didn't.
did not.
All right, well,
I said
we're going to
liquid.
need some answers to that. There are many questions here, none of which make me happy. So,
None of which, yeah.
So I'm going to kind of withdraw from that pit, and I'm going to explain the circumstance. So there's a fleshed body down there, which does not really make any sense, considering how old Harrowstone is and how every other thing we've encountered is a skeleton. Maybe the fire explains that, but still, it's been, years, and skins like body meat isn't going to last that long. There's an unidentified liquid down there, which gods only know what that is.
Alright, my suggestion is that you guys tie a rope to me, lower me in about 10 feet, stay 30 feet outside of my area, and then let me just, send out a burst of energy down there. If anything's living down there, it'll affect it, and if nothing's living down there, then we'll be fine.
I agree. Rafa
Oh,
is
wow.
standing here next to the pit, like, with rope.
You
Just
do
standing
remember
here.
the
Hello.
keys, and if your disintegration power is as strong as you remember, it might destroy the keys.
Nope, not unless the key is made of living flesh.
In which case, we don't really want it.
That being said, I can also affect fleshy undead and flesh golems.
Okay then.
Woot.
So,
Before you do that,
But I don't. But you have to tie me to the rope and hold me.
I am standing here with a rope.
Yeah, just making sure multiple people should probably hold on to the rope.
I will also request a dungeoneering check to see what kind of liquid that might be.
Oh, sure, why not?
Might I assist with that?
I would love that.
Yeah, it looks like water to you.
Red water.
17, and if somebody wants to assist me, there we go. 19.
That's P.
It's P?
That's P.
It's P. Oh. What? Hello?
Old P, but P nonetheless.
I just
Hello?
have more questions.
Are you alive down there?
It doesn't appear to be moving.
Dope. Alright, let's do
I'm
it.
gonna have Sal spit some acid on it real quick.
No. Let me do my vaporize thing.
Well,
It's
yeah.
not like I'm going to be able to use it against anything else in here.
True that. Alright. Then me and Sal will exit stage.
Stage
Right.
30 feet. Yeah. But, you guys, tie me the rope. Can we lift this hinge? You said it was hinged, so can we open it?
Roll me a strength check.
Okay.
I will do that.
Yeah. Why doesn't someone else do that? There we go.
Yeah, Deacon.
Nat 20 from Deacon.
Having
I like
a day down here.
Rafa goes up to open the hinge and he like spits on his hands and rubs his hands together and he's like stretching and Deacon just comes over and like flips it open with a hand. Like, what are you doing?
Alright. I'm gonna
He
tie
has
this rope.
a lot of experience with opening old tombs.
That
I
says
wanna...
way too much about him.
Yeah. I want to tie this rope really good around me in multiple spots, and then I'm gonna purposefully walk to every one of you and hand you the rope.
We should probably anchor that to one of the cell gates there.
I'd rather you be able to pull me up really quick.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
In case this thing
we're
gets
gonna
up.
get Jack. We're gonna get Rigel, and it's gonna be me on the rope.
Yep.
What's your strength scores?
I have a +4 in strength.
Damn. I keep forgetting how beefy your character is.
Yeah, I'm +3.
Yeah, it's
I'm
not
Mighty
only,
Mouse.
part of it is the powers of the Beyond giving me enhancement.
Indeed.
I got an
Only
18 on my
powers of darkness, no, for sure.
I got an 18
Then
on
I'm
my
gonna-
strength score.
I'm gonna stand
I
on the
slip.
edge, put out my arms, and I'm just gonna fall forward, and so that I'm walking along the side of the thing.
So, as all of you are pulling with this rope, you know Jack is kind of hanging in the air, pulling might in the middle of the chain.
Oh no, he's at the end.
Okay.
That is
I'm
my
way back here.
assist. that is my
I'm
assist
being
roll
drugged.
for Jack.
If they move, I'm being drugged.
I got start rolling really.
It's
really
like kind
fast.
of issue whenever your feet don't really have just so you pull and just kind of bring yourself down low.
Alright, and then once I'm within 30 feet of this creature, I'm going to let loose the tendrils of destruction within me
Woot.
and see if they affect anything.
Okay.
Oh my.
Check out
I'm
the
improving.
new anime, Tendrils
hit
of
the ground now.
Destruction.
That's my new band, actually.
It's called Elfenlied, DC.
Oh god, no.
So how naked is Cyphus right now?
Well, I'll leave that to the viewer. I would say probably not very, but I also think it would be really fun if he was. So,
So,
anyway.
roll damage for these tentacles?
okay. Well, they don't do a whole lot, so don't get your hopes up.
Why was this plan A?
Well, because it'll react to it.
With this
It's
party,
to find
Tentacles
the
of
enemy.
Destruction is usually near the top 5.
And because I want to use this damn ability. That's why I chose this class. It has to make a Constitution saving throw.
If it's there.
If it's
Which it is.
or fleshy, or whatever, creature.
Okay.
And...
Also, don't let me rolling dice be indicative of anything. I just when I'm...
Don't worry, I'm not.
Will I have tacos today? 1. No.
You should have tacos anyways, just to
Pretty sure
find
it's 1d6 plus 1, but I'm just making sure.
Oh, Grigori, you might want to take this opportunity to reload your weapon just in case.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
I will reload. So Grigori looks to Deacon and just lets go.
Grigori was never holding the rope. He was just standing in line with everyone, watching.
He was just pantomiming holding it.
No, if you look, he was just standing there. He moved over just to watch, and then he's like, right.
Right. Oh. See, I just like to think that he's
This is
just
not the
standing
first
a few
time,
inches to the right, so his hands look like he's holding it, but he's not.
I don't think this is the first time Cyphus has gone in to drive out a creature towards Grigori.
Yeah, I think that's why Grigori kept his hands clean, just in case he had to go and rescue poor
Yeah.
Cyphus.
So I'm not really worried.
Grigori's seen Cyphus hit. It's not the first time today.
True that.
Alright, so it's just 1d6, it looks like. Alright. 3 energy damage.
Okay. The energy pulses out. Doesn't seem to react. Roll me a perception check.
Oh, great, my best skill. And no one can do it with me. 19.
Yeah, no, it didn't react at all. Just,
Alright, I don't think it's
you're
alive.
beating a dead horse.
Well, it's not a horse.
You don't know that.
So I'm gonna ask them to lower me further.
Alright, we will lower him further.
Alright, and I'm gonna, like, walk down the side of this
Roll me a
hole.
climb.
I'm gonna tie an
Well,
extra rope around Deacon's waist and run and jump into the pit.
I'm not climbing so much as I'm walking. That was the whole point of making them hold the rope.
Okay, then.
It's the difference between them making a strength
Deacon,
roll
roll me
and
a
me
strength
making a
check
strength roll.
quick. As Jax decided to scout bungee jump.
Yes!
And
Okay,
yeah,
so
the rope.
So you hear, in the tongue of the people of Osiron, shit.
There's just a brief pause as you feel that, and your hand just go. Just gonna lower this.
No, I tied it around his waist. I didn't give it to him to hold.
Addendum. So there's some rope burn there, and you do feel you lurched forward. Deacon, were you holding onto the rope as well?
Yes.
For a second. Okay, so suddenly you lurch forward as I need everyone else to roll a strength check. Sudden imbalance.
Rigel got an 18, so
Okay.
anchor us there, buddy.
Alright, what the heck's going on?
I yell, good job!
As Jack comes swinging down, bumping into you.
Jack, you couldn't wait 10 seconds?
I can agree that I definitely knocked Deacon off balance, but there's no way that I pulled Deacon anywhere close to any distance that would have knocked anyone else
It's less
over.
like the weight did, and more the sudden imbalance. You're hard
I have to see this through, but Jack is sitting there, like, as he's flying through the air with one axe in hand, going, "Save Cyphus from the dead thing!"
It's not okay. Thank you, Jack. Much obliged.
Slow clap. Slow clap.
So do I get to the bottom safely?
Yes. Despite Jack's best
You
effort
get,
to make
you
it
get
to the bottom.
P safe. Good job.
Oh, that doesn't bother me. I wanted to get a look at the face of this creature.
Sure. Give me a heal check.
Why would you choose heal?
Because I think these things are...
Could I do a knowledge nature instead?
No, it's not really a naturally occurring creature. The
Alright.
fields of this guy traipsing across the severe rays.
So, not on heal.
Does not look familiar to you.
Well, is it like a creature that I can identify using like dungeoneering?
So, Jack, you provide a +2 bonus to Cyphus's.
Okay, good.
It looks kind of familiar. best you can tell is it was one of the prisoners you saw, but you didn't really go through those files that well. You kind of left that up to everyone else. So this wasn't a leader so much as some inmate.
Okay, but can I try to identify what species it is?
Human.
Okay, it's really ugly.
Yes.
I mean, it's been decomposing for a while.
I'm
I'm sure it still
Maybe
has
the Splatterman,
feelings
can
too,
it?
Psych.
This does not appear to be the splatter. But, again, rolled kind of poorly, so it's hard to tell.
Well, we might want to, like... So, let's, get this thing tied to a rope so it can be pulled up. And I'm going to take the key out of its hand.
Keys
Out of its hand.
I
Alright.
prepare an axe.
Well,
I'm
hold on.
ready.
Okay,
I'm holding my axe and ready. If this thing moves, I'm taking
You don't
it.
want to pop it up yet.
Syphus, you hear me call down.
Uh-huh.
Can you see if there are any lingering spirits near this body?
No. How would you have me do that?
Using your vast knowledge of the supernatural?
Yeah, but I mean, the eyes are only eyes, my friend.
He's got a point.
All right, so Jack will look around him and just kind of look at you and just kind of look around him and then just kind of go, I don't get it.
Right,
So,
yeah,
We have
let's
two
go ahead
options.
and-
Do
Okay,
we
what?
want to bring the body up by filling the pit, or bring the body up by using a rope?
No, we just want to pull it up. Let's just use
Okay.
the rope. It's easiest.
So Jack climbs onto your rope, unties himself from his rope, and ties it onto the body.
Alright, Deacon, the rope, I assume that's around you, has now the body attached to it, and Jack and I would appreciate being pulled up by the rest of you.
Yes, let's pull you up first, then we'll deal with our new
Pitiful friend.
Alright.
As I'm getting, like,
Yo.
winched up and repelling, did Visoriana say something about one of the guards and keys and dying?
It was the warden, so I think this is her husband.
You think this is the warden's body?
Yeah.
Maybe we should take it to Visoriana.
Yeah,
Roll me a
Well,
perception check on it.
I got a 20 on my
Cypress.
perception of the body.
You do know that this has some semblance of a guard unit on it. It has a badge, and that the sword seems to match that which was in the not armory, but with some of the other like rusted.
Ooh.
In that
Actually,
training
before we start moving up, I take anything that weighs anything on that body off of it.
Okie dokie, very. Basically, this is about it.
Okay. Well, I'll take the badge and anything else that's metallic or anything, just in case. That
Does
way,
the
I
badge
have
have
it
a
to
name on
give.
it?
No,
Doesn't. No. Damn. All right.
more to signify station.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Does it signify? Can I do a knowledge local to see if it's like a commander's badge or just a regular guard's badge?
Sure.
17.
This appears to just be a guard captain badge.
Guard captain? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the same as a warden?
No, it is not.
Okay, so I don't think it's the warden,
Okay.
but it is a guard captain.
Well, I'll phrenology the head if there's enough of it left.
I think there is.
Okay.
As you're going through this, Jack, just putting stuff to this, you do not see a decapitated skull. Along with a few other bones and some badges here. There is, actually, as you're rifling through these bones, you note that there is a small pile of money, about 120 gold pieces. There's a broken masterwork heavy crossbow. There's a fantastic longsword, a mace that seems to thrum with power, and a stone.
I'm a freaking treasure goblin now, as I'm strapping all of this to myself.
Alright, we found some loot. We'll identify it when we get up. Looks like all the guards got thrown in here. Don't know why this body's any different than the others, though.
I'm collecting the skulls.
Alright then. So, you all begin pulling them up. Slowly but surely you manage to get to the top. Are you going to take them out of the dungeon, or...
Ooh.
But the moment we want to examine everything with everyone here.
Yeah. I'll do some appraise checks, starting with that stone.
Okay. This appears to be a stone of alarm.
How does it work?
It is a simple magic item. When you give a command word, it affixes itself to any object. If that object is touched thereafter by anyone who does not first speak that same command word, it emits a piercing screech for 1 hour that can be heard up to a quarter of a mile.
I would like that.
All right.
Assuming no intervening barriers.
Is it a big stone or a small stone?
It's not too big. I'd say about the size of a dime.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh,
say,
yeah. I'd really
good-sized
like that.
pebble. Good sized pebble. Jack doesn't really care. He just dumps it all as he gets up to the top and then helps pull the body up to make sure it doesn't split when it hits the edge of...
All right, now, did you say there was anything about any of the weapons, like the sword, or was there a mace too?
The sword is of a masterwork.
Okay.
And there is a mace that thrums with a bit of magical power.
Let's appraise that mace.
Alright
I'll
then.
toss the sword to Rigel.
Oh, thanks, FS.
Nighthorn.
Take the
Master!
sword. Nice.
You need a good sword, mate.
This is a +1 heavy mace.
Nice.
Jack's looking at all these big heavy weapons just kind of going,
Jeez. It's like these people didn't know how to fight or something. They lost all their weapons in a hole.
I think
You know,
it's
I
more-
have to agree. If I were the prisoners, I would have kept them.
I think at the time they had bigger problems. After all, you can't defeat fire with a sword.
You can't try hard enough.
You can definitely try your best.
and then he hands Cyphus the damaged heavy crossbow and kind of goes, "This should help."
I kind of just look at it confused. I mean, yeah, I can fix it.
Yay!
I'll put it in my bag to fix later.
I like to imagine Cyphus just has a bag of things children give him. It's like, thanks.
I'll take the mace, though.
Gross.
Jack would take offense at that remark if he didn't resemble it.
May I use detect magic on the sword, see if I can sense anything special about it, or other than just masterwork?
There doesn't appear to be much of a magical.
Okay, I see. I'm looking at the sword, and while I do admire its craftsmanship and how it's built, there's a slight if anyone's looking at me or looks at my face, a slight tinge of sadness. Like it's been handed something I feel I kind of don't deserve.
Jack's looking at you again. You can feel it, and he looks away if you look at him.
I raise my head to look at Jack, and as Jack looks away, I just look down again.
Looking down, you see Sal looking up to you.
Or eye stalks from Sal looking up at you.
Yep.
Alright, why don't we haul up that body?
Yeah. I put the sword away and sort of clip it on, I guess, the other side.
Heave!
Yeah, I'll add the
Yep.
mace to my belt.
Hose, heave!
Alright. As you begin raising the body up, you note that there's no light coming above. It has gotten quite late in the evening.
Oh boy. I think we gotta finish things up here, gents. I think night's coming upon us.
True.
So,
Yay!
who's carrying the
I love
body up? Or are you guys just going to tie it on? And then...
Alright,
Well, so we tied it and covered it up.
Yeah, and then when we got closer to the edge, Jack is still, he's dangling to help make sure it doesn't split when it hits the edge as it comes up.
Do we want to do a phrenology before we leave?
Yeah, I don't like.
Is that a Walking Dead reference, D12?
Yay!
All right, 17. That's a decent roll. Let's see exactly what I get.
Also, you do remember that the rope had been taken out by Siphus falling, so you guys got to figure out a means to get up.
Oh,
That's easy.
I already reset that line. Remember before we finished coming in here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how many HD did he have?
Let me check. Dum-de-dum-de-da. He had 6.
Did you say 6?
I said 6.
Okay. So then I just get race, age, and gender.
Human, male, and
What?
wait, age. You say he's probably in about his 30s.
Oh, that's the wrong roll. No wonder it didn't do any good.
All right. So thinking back to the portrait that I've seen of the warden, did he look older than 30s?
Roll me a. He does not. The warden looked much older.
Okay, so this is most definitely not the warden.
No.
All right. So
How about we check on the Soriana on our way out with this body?
Yes.
What's that perception for, Jack? Jackie boy, what was the perception for?
Jack used that perception, kind of looking at the face and basing it off of all the records he heard the others reading while he was in the hallway. Bored to tears of the other sheets they read. Does it match any of them?
Yeah, this was definitely a prisoner.
Not a guard?
Yeah, not a guard.
So he's
Okay.
just wearing the guard.
Which one?
probably tried to take one of the guards' identities to escape.
Yeah. Oh wait, so Jack just goes, inmate number 764B?
This
I don't
is
remember his name.
this is the issue of going off, hearing someone else say something.
Yeah. So you hear Jack, I think this one was like an inmate, number 764B or something. One of you guys was reading it. Looks over at the others.
Oh, well,
For such a little man, he casts so much shade.
Well, that kind of changed our interpretation. Those must be prisoners then that went down there. And they did grab up. That makes sense. They did grab up all the weapons before they
See,
jumped in.
now it makes sense.
They must
But now
thought
we have
there was some
another
means of
problem.
Escape down there, but found themselves trapped.
Well, it's
Like rats.
better down there than it is on fire.
True,
But
until the water
it
started
concerns
rising.
me why this is not gone, rotted and gone. So I want to do an Arcana check on it.
He probably fed off the others.
17.
You can't think of any reason of why a person would have naturally survived down there for so long. But you do recall outside, inside the grasping vines that attacked you, Jack, there was another looter there. So it's possible that that's what happened?
That this is a looter?
Yes, that this was a looter.
That would work with the rope that was tied in this grate, but I'd have to question how he got down here to this level to begin with.
Might have just had good luck avoiding the undead.
Well, yeah, but there was no rope coming down.
There was a rope hanging over the pit.
No, in the pit, but not to the in the elevator room.
So he probably fell down like you guys did. And then started exploring,
Suppose that could be
looking
it.
for an alternate way out.
Anyway, I don't feel bad about burning this corpse anymore.
Well, regardless. Somebody
Do
should
we
do
want
something with
to
it.
stay here at night, or do we want to? So we can advance further. Or do we want
Jack
to?
looks at you when you say stay here at night like you've lost your mind.
What's
Hey, I'm just putting the question out.
You faced a lot of judgment in your life, Cyphus. Getting judged by Jack is kind of a new low.
Not really.
Or it's a strange one, at least.
It is the strange one.
What?
Hey, Jack, is
I like
that
the-
or sleeping with you?
I like the old adage, your booze mean nothing. Cheer.
Oh, I know that. Mr. Quoting Rick and
Yeah. the ancient words of wisdom, Rick Sen.
ancient words of Rickdom.
Ancient words of Rick.
Oh, that's
So,
cool.
what are we doing, guys? I have to choose the
think
form
we
of your
should
destroyer.
I would have to agree.
Jack is heavily injured. We must rest and
not
recover.
anymore.
Jack is at full health because you guys have an awesome medic. Hello, what's up? They call me Rafa.
I'm inclined to
I
be
was
told-
definitely not one of those. I was the opposite of a corpsman.
So,
I'm
G
inclined to
Gunner.
leave.
Are you taking this
Yes.
body up to Visoriana?
At this point, I mean, we could, or we could just, dispose of it.
Well, we can at least find out who it is.
She might not know, but sure, why not?
Yeah, never hurts to check.
We're gonna want to pull up our rope anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure,
we
let's
might-
do it.
Yeah, we might also want to, I guess, fortify it or make it strong enough so that by the time we do get back, it'll be a lot better and
Alright,
kittens
so
won't pop up.
Oh,
As we
I
do
don't
this
think we
setup,
should leave the rope.
I'm gonna
Taking into
climb
here.
up first, reset up, make sure that everything is properly secure, then let those people start falling their way back up it, and then I will go down and unsecure everything as I pick up the rope. I wish
Do
to
we
let
want
you.
to tie the body to the rope so that when we drag
Yeah.
the rope up, we drag up the body?
Yep, that's going to be what I do
will-
last.
I will remove my armor real quick to hopefully not get,
Help.
Get brutalized by the sun.
Alrighty then.
Alright, so that is going to be a 15.
Thank
It
God.
makes you think back to those old days in school, Deacon, where you just thought to yourself, you're never going to use this physical fitness class. You're just slowly worming your way up the rope.
I guess I will also take off my armored coat, which in the end doesn't look like I've really taken off anything because I have another coat underneath it.
You watch, Deacon, as Jack scurries up the rope, not even using legs, leaping up and over you, and then
No,
just
Jack
continuing
doesn't
climbing.
even use the rope.
Oh, he's
Jack
climbing
just
up the
scurries
wall.
up the wall.
So I only get a 1 because I took off my armor.
So, who's beneath him? It's either Grigori or Rigel.
I guess it's me in the since I'm sort of lost my own thoughts and feeling kind
Yes,
of low.
please.
So
So,
it's,
Cypress, you're struggling, you're slipping, you put your feet down to try and find something. You gotta push off it to get up, but you do get up as you're
Not
kicked
anymore.
repeatedly in the face, Rigel.
Perfect.
Slap, 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 slap.
He finally gets some purchase in your mouth and just pushes up off that.
Thank you.
what? Oh no! So sorry, Cyphus.
Cyphus has done the wonderful
Guys,
trick
you're
of
doing
putting
terrific.
a foot in someone else's mouth.
That's what he's good at.
I'm just gonna be at the top of the hole, just like looking down with my arms crossed, just shaking my head.
It's
Just
been
like-
a long time since I've had to climb.
Like the disappointed dad that like knew what was gonna happen, but is still disappointed anyway.
As Jack's like, he's all just making sure the line's all secure as he's looking at all this stuff, hearing half of it, going, "Man, I am so happy I'm good at climbing."
He's just watching, hammer that python in a little hard.
Right. It's like as he sees Raphael just kind of come up, and he kind of goes, "Whew, that's one less one." Tink, tink, tink.
Yes. You are right. Raphael's still, honestly, I think Raphael's still a little salty over what happened last time we were trying to climb up this hole, slash down this hole, where I almost died.
Congo line.
Yeah, no, where Cyphus' god pushed you.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm sitting there. Oh, guys, there's a bunch of skeletons. It's my time to shine. Whoa!
Literally.
Yeah, literally. As I proceed to fall flat on my back.
Grigori, give me a roll.
Yes, Grigori must now climb. Or stumble.
Grigori?
No, we lost Grigori.
No! Now all the charm is gone.
Oh, there he is.
Grigori is here.
Can you climb?
Hello, Grigori.
What was that?
Climb!
Climb.
Climb. I'm not good at climbing.
No, we don't normally have to climb when we hunt monsters.
Yeah, so it's a slow process, and you kind of look at how you're so full of muscle, and yet you're struggling so much to climb up.
Different muscles.
And just kind of...
He's got show muscles, not grow muscles.
Yeah, it's hand over hand, just... Squeeze the legs really hard around the... Squeeze.
And then slowly...
As the dead body's slowly passing you up the... Jack pulling it up. Just hand over fist. Just...
In my head, Sal is just slurping the rope to reel it up. Not what's happening, but it's funny to think about.
He's like, no slack here.
He's not magic yet.
Oh, a couple more levels and then Sal will be.
I really think he needs to be more like the team mascot. We'll get him some flail snail pom-poms for his eye stalks, and he can just wait.
Oh, yes.
I like to think it was like the Wobbuffet.
Wobbuffet!
So, you do manage to make your way to the top, body in tow.
Alright. Okay, so I'm here, which means Sal is here. We're pulling up the body this... in this way, while everybody else is climbing up that way.
So we just want a real quick run to Visoriana, see if she knows who this dead body is. And maybe she can point out which key goes where.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
So, as you boys are dragging, I want you to roll me a perception check.
Alright.
All of us?
Everyone that's pulling the rope.
Oh, I'm not.
Guess it's me as well. Let's see.
Well...
No.
Well, two of you guys may be able to see that.
So, Jack, as you're pulling, you guys are about here. You note the rope getting lighter, the load weaving, and suddenly you realize you're not dragging anything anymore. As you look back,
As soon as the load starts to get lighter, I am totally turning my head back, going, "Nope, that's not right." I'm saying that out loud too.
Well,
it's like you say we get about here, so it's me and Sal, and then it's, "Nope, that's not right."
As metagaming as this might be, I really think Cyphus would be staying by the hole, because he likes to watch people work instead of working. So, of course, I don't think he notices anything is wrong at first.
Yeah, Jack, you look back and you don't see a body in those ropes.
But
you don't... There's no one tied up in those ropes.
Body's just
Jack
completely
looks left.
gone.
Yeah, it's
I'm
gone.
gonna
Jack-
drop that femur I've been holding this whole time with the light cast on it down to see if the body fell out.
You look down. Roll me perception.
Oh, great. Hey, Jack, you want to take a look? You know, the thing is that Cypress has not been wearing his glasses, and that's why his perception's so bad.
Looking down, you don't see any signs of a body down.
What
Neither
does
of
my
you
crit see?
That's funny, because yours is a crit.
Yeah, I pull out my glasses and put them on. And I look down there.
Yeah, no body down there.
Huh.
Uh-oh.
That's weird.
Jack, he's just like, time to go.
Guys, what's going on? What's the trouble?
No body! Body disappeared.
You had managed to get the body out of the hole. Whenever you felt the weight dissipate and disappear.
What do you mean it disappeared? I thought
it disappeared when we were pulling it up.
No, I was saying while you were taking it to Visoriana.
Yeah, when we were on our way to her, is when it disappeared.
So when we were just carrying it, it disappears?
Yep.
You guys were basically making your way, dragging the rope with the body
We're
on.
not going to drag the corpse.
Well, that wasn't made clear.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have put the corpse on Sal's back and been
Yeah, we
riding
would have
his
carried
head.
it. Otherwise, it's just going to fall apart. But I can understand that.
Yeah, because I was thinking the rope got lighter, as in he just lifted off Sal's back when you said that. So I looked back, going, "Wait, what the?"
Sal wouldn't be able to carry you, and it probably wouldn't even be able to carry this guy because he's medium sized.
Sal's
but we
medium
have
sized.
Meaty guys for this.
Yeah, but I was on it. I thought that they had to be a size larger to carry.
No, you can drag any
That's
size.
just
It's the
a
weight.
mount.
Oh, okay.
To be its mount, yeah, that's a different story.
And roll me a perception check for Sal as well.
All right. Sal, pay attention. Something's moving on your back.
Moving off your back.
Nat
Jesus,
20.
Sal knows everything.
Sal knows
everything.
all.
So, as you guys are looking around, trying to figure out where this body went, you note Sal's eyes looking up. Straight up.
Like inside the building up or outside the building up?
Inside the building up. You guys are about here.
All right. I'll put Sal back.
Right.
That makes a lot more sense then. Okay, so when we're here, it's like Sal looks up, so I'm looking up, going, "Huh, Nani?"
I look up as well. Like, wait, what?
So, as you cast your eyes up, glinting in the light of Deacon's crystal, a row of sharp teeth, as that face suddenly clicks, and you all realize who that is. Hanging from the ceiling, a gaunt look upon his flesh, a sickening smile. That is the Lopper.
What?
And that's where we'll end for today.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't like this. I do not like this.
Well,
Jack-
there are-
Everybody's gonna get to shoot something once again.
That's okay.
Jack,
me both.
it's like he's looking at all of you. Seriously, none of you.
I want you people to know that I've been rolling stealth checks for him to not react. And then it's like, okay, now let's see if I can get him to escape. Stealth checks. 3, 2, holy crap! He has a plus 12 to it.
Damaged? Okay. But
I mean-
I should have asked, did it look like it got damaged by the tendril? I asked the
That
wrong
you
question.
did
You're right.
Yep.
I asked, did it react? That is not the right.
you know
I
what?
meant
You're
physically
lucky, though.
react, as in disintegrating. But yeah, I meant it in the chemistry way. The chemical
You know, he got
term
lucky
react,
though, because he
but
kept not reacting. Because had he reacted, Jack's action would have gone off, and it would have been a beheading with his own axe.
Yeah, I want you guys to know that he'll be able to escape. They went, alright, we should pull him out of here. I'm like, oh, wow, that works out great for him. Maybe he'll escape the dungeon. And he's like, alright, now let's take out to Visoria. I was like, oh my god, it's coming up Lopper! So yeah, I hope everyone had a good time. I hope everyone's having a good time watching.
All right, and that is.
I think we got next week's episode named The Lopper.
Yep. Well, we'll see how things go. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Hope you enjoyed this latest adventure in the Pathfinder Carrion Crown campaign. Say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
See ya.